Leave It to Beaver, 1957 to 1963, is one of the classic television shows, leaving a deep impression on audiences with its stories about family and everyday life. However, behind the smiles and happiness on screen, the lives of the 14 actors involved in the show contain numerous tragedies, challenges, and untold stories. From career glory to unexpected accidents, battles with illness, or even negative thoughts, their real lives were not always as bright as what audiences saw. Sudden deaths, unforeseen losses, and regrets have left a deep sense of sorrow. Though many years have passed, these actors will always remain an irreplaceable part of the show's history, and remembering them is a way to honor their contributions and the marks they left behind. Today, let us look back and remember the 14 people who helped make Leave It to Beaver a success, with respect and deep gratitude. Barbara Billingsley, who portrayed June Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, created the image of the ideal mother, devoted entirely to her family, winning the hearts of audiences. Born on December 22, 1915, Billingsley grew up in difficult circumstances when her parents divorced when she was just 4 years old. Despite the absence of family love, she found comfort and passion in acting, establishing her talent and securing a solid position in Hollywood. The role of June Cleaver brought Billingsley a successful career and the love of millions of viewers. However, her life was not without its tragedies and ups and downs. Billingsley went through 3 marriages, the first with Glenn Billingsley, with whom she had 2 sons. Later, she endured the painful loss of her second husband, Roy Colino, who died suddenly in 1956. Billingsley's later years were also challenging as she faced serious health issues. She passed away on October 16, 2010, at the age of 94, due to multiple sclerosis, marking the end of a life full of difficulties but also rich in artistic contributions and love from her fans. Hugh Beaumont, who portrayed Ward Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, built the image of a strict but loving father, the ideal father figure in the eyes of the audience. Born on February 16, 1909, Beaumont not only succeeded in acting but also became a prominent figure in Hollywood. However, his personal life was filled with tragedy and sorrow. In 1951, he suffered the immense pain of losing his 3-year-old son in a car accident that he himself was driving. Beaumont's marriage to Catherine Adams also faced turmoil. Despite having 3 children, marital conflicts led to their divorce. In addition to family struggles, Hugh Beaumont battled heart disease for many years. He passed away on May 14, 1982, at the age of 73, from a heart attack while visiting his son in Germany. Cheryl Holdridge, born on June 20, 1944, was a well-known actress for her role as Julie Foster in Leave It to Beaver. Julie Foster was the sweet, supportive girlfriend of Wally Cleaver, the Cleaver family's son. Known for her beauty and charm, Julie Foster was the ideal girlfriend, always appearing with grace and elegance, providing Wally with love and support. Cheryl Holdridge's portrayal of Julie was beloved by audiences and an important part of the early seasons of Leave It to Beaver. Beyond acting, Cheryl Holdridge had a successful personal life. She married Lance Reventlow, a millionaire race car driver and the son of heiress Barbara Hutton. Her life seemed perfect as she married a wealthy and attractive man, and they had plans to build a happy family. However, tragedy struck when Lance Reventlow died in a plane crash in 1972. The couple had no children, and this loss plunged Cheryl into deep sorrow. After the tragedy, Cheryl Holdridge left her acting career, partly because she no longer had the heart to continue her previous work and partly to focus on charity work. She devoted much time and energy to organizations helping the community and the poor, transitioning from a movie star to a socially responsible woman. However, more tragedy came when she was diagnosed with lung cancer. She battled the illness for several years and eventually passed away on January 6, 2009, at the age of 64. Tony Dow, born on April 13, 1945, became famous for his role as Wally Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver, a lovable and kind teenage boy adored by audiences for many decades. However, Tony Dow's real life was far from smooth. Although he once dreamed of becoming a famous athlete, fate led him into acting, where he found unexpected success. Yet, his personal life was filled with challenges. Dow struggled with depression, career difficulties, and personal life issues, especially after his first unhappy marriage. After years of suffering, Dow found true love with his second wife, Lauren Schulkind, who stood by him, encouraged him, and cared for him through his mental health struggles and battle with liver cancer. Tony Dow passed away on July 27, 2022, at the age of 77, leaving fans and those who loved his portrayal of Wally Cleaver with deep sorrow. Stanley Fafara, born on September 20, 1950, became famous for his role as Whitey Whitney in Leave It to Beaver. Whitey was Beaver Cleaver's fun and innocent best friend, first appearing in the show in 1957. This character symbolized mischief and loyalty in the world of Beaver's childhood. However, Stanley Fafara's real life was far from what audiences imagined for him on screen. Fafara went through a life full of tragedy and challenges. His career was destroyed by drug addiction, which made it difficult for him to maintain work and his reputation. After leaving the entertainment industry, Fafara's life spiraled downward. He faced financial difficulties and became homeless. Despite several stints in rehab, he couldn't escape the nightmare of addiction. The isolation and alienation from family and friends only worsened his condition. Eventually, Fafara passed away on September 20, 2003, on his 53rd birthday, due to complications from a hernia surgery. Ken Osmond, born on June 7, 1943, became famous for his role as Eddie Haskell, the two-faced friend of Wally Cleaver in Leave It to Beaver. In 1957, Osmond joined the show and achieved great success with this role, becoming an icon of his generation. However, after Leave It to Beaver, Osmond struggled to escape the huge shadow of Eddie Haskell, and his later roles were not as successful as hoped. Deciding to leave acting, he joined the Los Angeles Police Department. A tragedy struck in 1980 when Osmond was shot 3 times while on duty. Though he survived miraculously, his health and mental well-being were severely impacted, especially by post-traumatic stress disorder. Despite this, Osmond continued to work as a police officer until his retirement. Osmond's family life was relatively peaceful, as he married Sandra Purdy in 1969 and had 2 sons. However, his health was always a burden, and in his later years, Osmond faced serious health problems. He passed away on May 18, 2020, at the age of 76, from heart failure. Frank Bank, born on April 12, 1942, became famous for his role as Clarence "Lumpy" Rutherford in Leave It to Beaver. Clarence started as a bully but gradually became one of Wally Cleaver's close friends, with Frank Bank's portrayal bringing joy and warmth to the character. Bank joined the show in 1958, and Lumpy left a lasting impression on the audience. However, Frank Bank's real life was not as easy as his on-screen character. After Leave It to Beaver ended, Bank's career faded, and his fame diminished. In the 1960s, Bank openly acknowledged his struggles with alcohol addiction and erratic behavior, which caused financial difficulties and personal issues. Despite these struggles, he found success in the stockbroker industry. Yet, his personal life continued to face challenges, particularly with his marriages. Bank married 3 times and had 4 daughters, but his relationships were often strained due to his earlier lifestyle choices. Despite achieving financial stability, tragedy struck when Bank was diagnosed with cancer. After a long battle with the illness, Frank Bank passed away on April 13, 2013, just 1 day after his 71st birthday. Richard Deacon, born on May 14, 1922, is best known for his role as Fred Rutherford in the classic TV show Leave It to Beaver. Fred Rutherford is the arrogant and self-important father of Lumpy Rutherford, a character who always attracted attention with his unique personality and humorous situations. Deacon's portrayal of Fred left a lasting impact on viewers, contributing to the show's success. However, Deacon's real life was quite different, filled with challenges and personal struggles. Despite having a successful career in both film and television, Richard Deacon led a private and somewhat isolated life. He never married, and there were rumors about his possible homosexuality, a subject he kept secret due to the stigma surrounding LGBTQ issues in Hollywood at the time. Deacon's personal life was a stark contrast to the characters he portrayed on screen. Tragedy struck when Deacon was diagnosed with heart disease at a young age, which he battled for several years. He ultimately passed away on August 8, 1984, at the age of 62, due to a sudden heart attack. Sue Randall, born on October 8, 1935, is best known for her role as Miss Alice Landers in the popular TV series Leave It to Beaver. As a kind-hearted elementary school teacher, Miss Landers skillfully dealt with Beaver's mischievous antics, leaving a lasting impression on audiences. Sue Randall joined the show in 1958, and her performance made her a beloved figure on the show. However, her real-life story was not as smooth as her on-screen persona. After the success of Leave It to Beaver, Sue Randall struggled to find significant roles, mostly appearing as a guest star on other television shows. Despite her career not developing as hoped, she had a happy marriage to James J. McSparran and 2 children. However, her life took a tragic turn when she was diagnosed with lung cancer in her mid-40s. Sue Randall fought the disease bravely for 9 years but ultimately passed away on October 26, 1984, at the age of 49. Doris Packer, born on May 30, 1904, is widely known for her portrayal of Cornelia Rayburn, the strict but kind principal in Leave It to Beaver. In the series, Mrs. Rayburn is calm, collected, and skillful in handling every situation. Doris Packer's portrayal of this character made a deep impression on viewers. She was also famous for playing aristocratic characters and mothers throughout her acting career. Despite her professional success, Doris Packer's personal life was filled with challenges. She never married and endured loneliness, particularly in her later years. After the loss of both her parents, Packer faced financial difficulties and battled depression. These personal struggles caused her significant pain, though her acting career continued to be recognized. Doris Packer passed away on March 31, 1979, at the age of 74, due to natural causes, marking the end of a life filled with both triumphs and hardships. Karen Sue Trent, born on March 14, 1948, was an American actress known for her role as Penny Woods in Leave It to Beaver. She joined the show in 1960, and her portrayal of Penny left a lasting impact on viewers. Penny Woods was a playful, mischievous character, the complete opposite of the innocent and endearing Beaver. The contrast in personalities between Penny and Beaver created interesting and funny situations, making Karen Sue Trent an essential part of the show. However, Karen Sue Trent's career was not without its challenges. After becoming famous for her role in Leave It to Beaver, she struggled to maintain her acting career as she grew older. Like many young stars, she faced the challenge of escaping the shadow of her early roles. Karen Sue Trent's personal life was also tumultuous. She married twice, but both marriages ended in divorce, and the conflicts in her personal life had a significant impact on her well-being. The most painful blow came when she was diagnosed with colon cancer. She fought bravely for many years, but on February 20, 2022, at the age of 73, she passed away after a long battle with the disease. Burt Mustin, born on February 8, 1884, is best known for his role as Gus the fireman in Leave It to Beaver. In this role, Gus was a warm, grandfatherly character who loved children and always provided comfort to the characters in the show. Before becoming an actor, Mustin had a long career in insurance sales, but after retiring, he decided to pursue his passion for acting, leaving a memorable mark with this beloved role. Burt Mustin's life had its share of ups and downs. He had a long, loving marriage to his wife, Frances, but sadly, the couple was unable to have children. A major tragedy struck in 1960 when Frances passed away, leaving Burt to face loneliness and health problems in his later years. Despite this, Mustin continued to live with resilience until he passed away on January 28, 1977, at the age of 92 from natural causes. Madge Blake, born on May 31, 1899, was an actress known for her role as Margaret Mondello in Leave It to Beaver. Margaret Mondello was a tense and worried mother, deeply caring for her family. Her character became an iconic example of motherhood in the 1960s, impressing audiences with her warmth, grace, and the concerns that came with raising children. Margaret Mondello became an essential part of Leave It to Beaver, highlighting the relationship between parents and children during Beaver's formative years. Despite her success in the role, Madge Blake's real life was filled with struggles. She faced financial pressure and career instability throughout her acting career, particularly as she aged and acting opportunities became rarer. Madge was married to James, a husband she was devoted to throughout her life, but they did not have children. Though their marriage was full of love, it was also marked by emotional challenges. In her later years, Madge Blake battled heart disease, which gradually weakened her health. She suffered a stroke in 1967, and 2 years later, on February 19, 1969, Madge Blake passed away at the age of 69. Madge Kennedy, born on April 19, 1891, was an actress widely recognized for her role as Martha Bronson in Leave It to Beaver. Martha Bronson was the kind and thoughtful aunt of the Cleaver family, always ready to lend a hand and play a crucial role in the lives of the Cleaver children. Her warm and approachable personality made Martha a beloved character, showing genuine care and affection for the family. Though Madge Kennedy was well known for her acting roles, she gradually withdrew from the stage after many years in the profession. Throughout her career, she appeared in numerous films and plays, leaving a lasting impact on audiences. However, her career began to slow as she stepped away from acting. Madge Kennedy's personal life was filled with sadness and difficulty. In 1934, she suffered a profound loss with the death of her beloved husband, Harold. From that point, she lived a solitary life, often reflecting on her memories and the life she had shared with her husband. As time passed, Madge Kennedy lived more quietly, away from the public eye, and stopped participating in the arts. Despite the personal tragedies she endured, Madge Kennedy lived a long and peaceful life, passing away on June 9, 1987, at the age of 96, due to natural causes. Which actor from Leave It to Beaver left the strongest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest videos.